18. Is it 18 in this class? Okay, that's the beep sound. So I have started recording this class. Yeah, I'm expecting 18 students in this class. And by the way, before I forget, I would like to share with you the schedule. Maybe some of you were confused yesterday. Many were not here yesterday. But anyway, it was the first Wednesday of the year. Hello, good morning, Figo.
Teacher, can I go to the toilet, please?
Go ahead. While waiting about
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
waiting for the others. Let me share a screen before we proceed. Okay. May I know what can you see in my screen? Can you tell me what can you see in the screen?
The schedule.
Schedule. Very good. Actually, yeah, while waiting for the others, maybe you were confused yesterday. Many were not here of you during our last period class. So please take note, every Wednesday, computer class will be at the last period because it's switched with the chapel. Maybe some students were confused. But I appreciate those who were here, okay? Most of you were here also yesterday. Only for those who were absent, except for Cream, she sent a message that she was something with GED. Yeah, I'm not sure. She had an appointment with GED something. Let me. Yeah, Cream. Also, PK. Is PK here? Oh, not yet. Sojin, is Sojin here? No. Lin, not here also. Shianya. Mayek, is Mayek here? Not here. Yeah. Oh, Sojin is here. Luckily, those are here now. We're also here yesterday. Please take note, I'm showing you the schedule once again, in case you forgot. Some of you were not here, were not there during the computer class. So please take note again. For computer class, we meet every day from 9:50 to 10:30, except for Wednesdays. So every Wednesdays, it's switched with the chapel, since there's chapel there. So computer class will be at the last period every Wednesdays, just for everyone's information. All right, so almost everyone is starting to rush in our computer class. I appreciate those who attended the class yesterday, right?
You know, it's so hard to join your class. I couldn't join your classes. The link you sent wasn't even there. Like it can't be used. You know how hard it is to just join your class.
PK, we're not joining through the link. We're joining through Google Meet.
Why do you even bother having the link there then? It's confusing.
Yeah, that's why we have to fix. I mentioned this, that we are supposed to join Google Meet, right? Because if I will not disable the link, you might get inside there and no one will be there. So I disable that one. We have to focus on Google Meet. But anyway, we just started this week, so we have to clarify things out. So thank you for that clarification, PK. So now I hope it's clear with you and for everyone that we are using Google Meet. And once you click Google Meet, the schedule will be there actually. So you don't have to worry about the link, finding where's the link, searching for links. So I don't want you to bother looking for the link. So just click Google Meet, and yeah, all the schedule will be there because I set the schedule through Google Calendar. And whoever used the calendar as well, the schedule will appear in the calendar. So how many are here now? Let's wait for 1 more minute. I think everyone is not here yet. And by the way, I'm showing you the schedule now again, in case you forgot. Anyway, we just started. It was our first Wednesday yesterday. For everyone's information, we are switching chapel and the last period computer class, because usually every day we meet from 9:50 to 10:30. That's our computer class. However, during Wednesdays, we switch computer class with chapel. So I figured out yesterday a few were not in my computer class because it was supposedly at the last period. Maybe you were confused with the class scheduling yesterday. So again, reminder to those who just came, I already mentioned this a while ago. Computer class and chapel is switched during Wednesdays. Okay, so you need to join computer class at the last period only during Wednesdays. Please take note of that. We're already 10 minutes past the time. So we'll start.
Oh, today no class, right? Teacher, since we 10 minutes past the time.
You're only the one who talk about it, but usually, actually, we have class.
Actually, we have class. I never knew. Never knew.
Oh, now you know.
Now I know. Thank you.
All right. So, okay. Again, reminder, I think others missed that one. So I have shown you the schedule. Those who just joined now, who just joined in now, our computer class every Wednesdays is switched from 9:50 to 10:30. It's switched to the last period because of chapel. So we switch chapel and last period class will be our computer class only during Wednesdays. So the rest of the days, it will be from 9:50 to 10:30. Please take note of that. So let's start by checking the attendance. So let me look at my grade. So please get ready with your microphone. Please turn on when you are present. Please say present if your name is called. Pepper.
Present.
Beckham.
Present.
Jean.
Present.
Pan.
Present.
So Gus is not here. Figo. Figo. Are you there, Figo? Calling once, Figo. Calling twice, Figo. Calling
Teacher
thrice.
Fico is pooping.
Thank you. Cream.
Yes.
All right. I hope all is well with your passport now.
Yeah.
Okay. By Mint.
Yes.
Alvin. Alvin calling
Yes,
once.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
PK.
Hi.
Mixmax. Mixmax. Calling once, Mixmax. Calling twice, Mixmax. Calling thrice, so Mixmax is absent. Maybe we'll join later. So Jane.
Yes.
Lynn.
Yes.
Shania. Shania, not here. By Fear.
Yes.
Jeans.
Hi.
Mayek.
Yes, I'm here, present.
All right. So I would like to repeat again. All right. I would like to repeat the schedule as you can see in my screen. So I hope everybody is here now. Just to let you know, be reminded that during Wednesdays, we switch computer class with the chapel program. So for Wednesday's class, computer class will be during the last period. I noticed some of you were not here yesterday during class. I mean, yeah, except for Cream, as she sent a message, she was out for something about the passport. But some of you were not here as well. You might have been confused with the scheduling. But please take note, I have shown you the schedule again. Okay, I have highlighted in blue for computer class. Every day is 9:50 to 10:30, except during Wednesdays, which will fall to the last period. That's 2:10 to 2:50. Okay, any questions with that? I hope that's clear. Anyway, it was the first Wednesday yesterday, so you might have been just still adjusting with the schedule. You might think you were still in grade 9. This time, it's different schedule now. We meet for computer class. This is the schedule you can see in the screen. Okay, let's proceed with the presentation today. I have here this one. Can you tell me what you can see there in my screen?
I can see POP. It's SOP. Yeah.
SOP, very good. So I hope everyone is
Right here. It's
also
amazing.
in the same page.
Very
Okay.
talented right here.
Yeah. So SOP. Yeah. So what does SOP mean? Of course, there's that meaning there. It's standard operating procedures, and that's what we are going to discuss today. Okay, we have for the previous days. Oh, by the way, before I forgot, I have a few announcements. Okay, before we proceed with our SOP, just a quick announcement. So, where is that? Yeah, usually I mentioned this yesterday. I actually sent a reference link in Google Stream. You can see that one as reference for today's class, and there's a link. So that link is reference for that particular day's class. So just like now, I'm recording this class, and I'm going to post this one later on in my stream. So this will serve as your reference. So in case you want to review the class for that day, you can refer from that link. Or if you are absent, just like yesterday, many of you were absent yesterday, so you can refer to yesterday's link I posted in Google Stream. So that will serve as a reference. So you will know what we discussed, especially if we will start with our lessons. It's good for this week. We just talk about guidelines, about rules, so it's easy to remember. But I just want to let you know that that one is reference. Okay. You might wonder, are we supposed to watch or what? So it's a reference for you. If you wanted to review it, you can check on it. Or if you are absent on that particular day, you can always review from that link as reference to be able to catch up with the lesson. So that's the purpose of that link. Okay. And our formal lesson or our lessons will formally start next week. We will start with JavaScript. So basically this week we will talk more about guidelines, and as what I have showed you, the SOP or standard operating procedures. Okay, so I hope that's clear once again. Now let's go to the SOP slides. So SOP means standard operating procedures. So starting today, if I say SOP, it's obviously the procedures that I'm referring to. Okay, so SOP are online classroom rules. Yeah, so I'll just call that one SOP because it's quite long if we say the whole word. It's an abbreviation. So SOP or standard operating procedure means online classroom rules. So we are going to discuss with the rules today. Or yeah, obviously these are basically online class procedures or online manners or online etiquette or code of polite behavior online. So why are rules important in online classroom setting? So we're transitioning from classroom setting, especially this year we started with the online class, and transitioning from classroom to online class might be confusing, although we already had online class last year, but for some of you might still be confused. So that's why we have guidelines. These are actually guidelines or procedures or rules for our class. So to some of you, this might be something new or it might not. And sometimes you might feel maybe out of place especially that you're just alone in your room or wherever you are at home. So we need to have these routines to be adapted daily during our online class. So during this situation, during this pandemic time, it's essential to set expectations from the get-to-go and repeat them often. So that's why we have these procedures. And the students need this, and also me so this is for everyone. Procedure is not. Rules are important in an online classroom setting, as this will help minimize distraction, especially just in our own. So we might get easily distracted. That's why we have these rules. So we wanted to use the class time efficiently for students and for everyone, to have a nurturing environment, a learning environment for everyone. So here are the following online classroom rules I will discuss with you. There are 10 actually. So the first one is about the first SOP, or standard operating procedure: find a quiet place to work. Okay, this is really very important. Why? Because we are about to work, we are going to collaborate and learn at the same time. So the environment should be set up for a learning environment. So find a location that is free from any distractions by other family members or those who have pets. Also, and some background noise or mobile devices. So it's obviously important to find a quiet place or a comfortable place to work during online class. So that's the first one. The second one is, second SOP, come prepared. Yeah, of course, it's important. So just like in the classroom setting, you have to come to class with your materials ready, or devices, or whatever materials that we need for that online class. And you'll need to fully participate in the lesson. Of course, if there are assignments that are scheduled for that day, then it should be completed as well as expected. So that's part of being prepared. The next one, the third SOP, mute and camera on. Yes, of course, sometimes we need to turn on the microphone, especially if I call your names for attendance, you need to use that one. But every time you log in, you're expected to mute your microphone as well as turn your camera on. Virtual classrooms can get noisy really quick. Okay, even 2 or 3 would just talk in the virtual class, it gets messy right away. So it's possible, implement you to please mute your microphone and keep the audio channel free of clutter and available for me to talk. Communication is also visual. Keep your camera turned on when needed, so your classmates and me can read your visual cues. And also, if needed, you're encouraged to use appropriate responses as well, and avoid distracting backgrounds as part of the third SOP. So the next one, be on time. Yes, I have shown you the schedule right a while ago, and please take note of that while we are doing our online classes. So classes are relatively short, and there's generally a lot of material to be covered. Starting on time not only shows respect for your classmates and the teacher, but also frees up more time to ask questions or linger a little longer on more complicated subjects. To make sure the class can start on time, you might log in a few minutes before the class begins. I know we have that iRest, but maybe a few seconds will do. And if you have issues, so you will know if there are issues with logging in, then we can still have time to fix that one. That's why we need to log in a little bit early, okay? The next SOP or classroom rule or procedure, we have dress appropriately. So it is expected that since the virtual classroom is part of the school environment, so the same dress code applies. So think that the same way you're going to school physically is also same with the virtual classroom when dressing appropriately. Next SOP, pay attention. So class participation is mandatory. It will count towards your grade. As I have mentioned during the previous day, part of your grading system is participation. So this will ensure that the focus of the class is on the lesson and will help keep things organized and engaged. To be able to participate, you need to pay attention and listen so that you can respond appropriately when it's your turn to speak. So like, for example, if I call your names for attendance, then you need to turn on your microphone. It means also that if you respond right away, that means you're paying attention. The next one, eat or drink during breaks. Yes. So in general, you shouldn't engage in activities that don't contribute to the lesson. So it doesn't mean that you cannot eat and drink, but you can do that during breaks. So that's an obvious thing that we need to do. The next one, don't play during class. Is there anyone doing this during our class? So don't play with your computer or the other devices. As mentioned before, you shouldn't engage in activities that don't contribute to the lesson, because it's hard to work on a device that offers you a world of distraction and entertainment. But your computer should be entirely dedicated to the lesson at hand. You can properly participate in class and check your social feed at the same time. So it's really hard to do two things at one time, especially during online class. So be respectful and kind. You can use the raise hand if you want. Then I may acknowledge you when you want to speak. Listen to your teacher and classmates and only use the chat function when the teacher asks you to do so, or if there is an issue with your connection. Refrain from using strong language or making offensive comments. Okay, please refrain from doing that during online class. As you know, online class environments are highly populated with people from all walks of life. Judgment won't enrich you, but you'll learn a lot from listening to others and trying to understand them. The next one, have fun and be creative. So if everyone follows the rules and contributes to the shared objective of all class members, then virtual classroom can be a fun and efficient way to learn. Make sure to approach it that way and be creative with the added possibilities that virtual classroom and early learning offers you. So those are the 10 SOP or procedures that I have mentioned, and we are going to implement that starting today. So let's have a review again. Can anyone tell me what's the number one? In case you forgot it, here it is. Number one, find a quiet place to work. Second one, come prepared. Okay, we have discussed that one. Mute and camera on. Be on time. I noticed some of you during the previous days, or maybe you have some issues with your internet. But I suggest you to be on time. Dress appropriately as well. Pay attention. Eat or drink during breaks. Don't play during class. Be respectful and kind, and have fun and be creative. So those are the 10 SOPs or classroom rules for computer class, online computer class. There's a lot more actually, but I have just summarized them with 10 guidelines. So is there any questions or clarification so far? Q&A portion now. I think we have finished our discussion. So we're done early today. You will have early eye rest if there's no more question. By the way, for what's that? Mixmax, were you able to log into your team account, Mixmax, yesterday? Just wondering, is Mixmax here? How about Shania? Is Shania here now? Shania, absent. Okay, calling on Mixmax again. How was your account, Microsoft Teams account? Is there anyone here who has trouble using their Microsoft Teams account or some issues with online apps? Yes, Mixmax, I wanted to know if your Microsoft
Still
Teams
cannot log in, sir.
Did you see the guidelines I sent you through email?
I will check, sir. I will check.
Yeah, I sent you there. You can actually log out with OneNote. I think you need to uninstall, then install it again and log in with the school account. That's what you're supposed to do. Because maybe it's still detecting from the previous account. So you need to log out. I'm not sure if you're supposed to uninstall. Yeah, just follow this guideline there I sent to your school Gmail. Any more questions or clarifications? If there's none, then thank you, everyone, and I wish everyone a great day. It's time for the eye rest, and I believe you're all pretty familiar with this eye rest workout.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah, if there's no more question, you can log out earlier today.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'll be here until 10:30.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Sir, I uninstall and install again. It still cannot.
Did you use? You need to log out the previous account, then sign in with the school account.
I use
Did-
school account, sir.
Yeah. There are two accounts, so you need to log out the other account before you uninstall. Then install and then log in with the new account. Make sure you log out. I think that's the issue there. That's why you cannot log in, because you have two accounts.
Can I sign in my phone and in my
Yeah,
at,
yeah, it
at the
supports.
same time?
It supports several devices, but with that particular device, you need to sign out first and uninstall, then install, and then sign in with the school account. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, I will try, sir.
Yeah, please send me a message in case you cannot log in.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So I'll stop recording and
Bye.
end this class. Bye-bye.